This is Roger Struckoff with Cloud Expo TV, first day of Cloud Expo in New York in the year 2018. And we are joined now by Alex Durante with InZeta. And he wants to talk about like AI enablement and end-to-end and stuff like that. So anyway, Alex, thanks for joining us. And
Thank you.
did I get it kind of right?
Yeah, so what InZeta is we are an AI-assisted end-to-end data analytics platform. So we're cloud-based. We can scale up however big we're needed, and what we like to do is our AI lets us bring together data from tons of different sources and bring them all together without having to like go in depth with the data and try and figure it out ourselves. So our AI takes care of all the modeling for us.
And that's interesting because we've been sitting in the main hall here this morning. We heard someone talk about AI enabled security, and then we just heard someone talk about a lot of big data and tying the big data to business goals. So how that kind of ties into what you're doing? It sounds like a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, a lot of things that we think we're really cut out to do is making a 360-degree view of something, because a lot of companies have data about a whole bunch of different things and they don't know how to bring those together to get a complete view of a single thing. So like if you have a customer, how to get a 360-degree view of that customer, or in healthcare of that patient. And that's something that our AI is extremely good at doing because we've done it in the past and we have experience with it, and the AI's learned how to do it well.
Now, one thing I was hearing this morning is the idea of using an AI or an AI-based system of having pre-existing data sets as opposed to completely learning on the fly, I guess, with data incoming. How do you address that issue? And the water gets pretty deep for me once we start talking about this, but it sounds like there's fundamentally a spectrum, let's say, of ways to address that topic. What does the AI know beforehand, and how does it learn along the way in your case?
So ours essentially learns primarily along the way. What it does is when someone loads data, it builds a statistical fingerprint of the individual columns within that data set. And from that, it's able to say, okay, these two things, even though they have a completely different name, statistically the data inside looks similar to me. So I'm going to suggest that as a place where we can model the data together. And then obviously we don't want it to take complete control, because no matter how good an algorithm is, it's going to make mistakes. So we always have the user sign off and say, we're going to join here, we're going to join here, and we're going to ignore these two.
So you have this sort of ongoing collaborative process with your customers, or are you setting them up and just assisting when they need?
We set up, we do pretty extensive onboarding and training initially, and then we're still in, even later on down the line, we're still in the background, and we still, if they come up, if there's an issue that comes up, we help them with that. We don't just let them go off on their complete own and say good luck if you have any issues.
Talk to the AI; it knows. How long has the company been around in addressing these issues? Because we're kind of in this, from my perspective, like this third great wave, and this time it seems like we're really focusing on practical things. But anyway, the question is, how long have you been around, and what was its reason to start?
Okay, so that's kind of a two-phase question. The
Yes.
technology we've been building, we've actually been in the process of making it for the past 20 years, but the platform as something greater that can actually be sold and be useful to people, we've only hit the market in the past year. We were awarded our patent in 2016, and we completed our what we called our minimally viable product phase at the beginning of 2017. So right now we think we're really hitting our stride with with our product and adding just new features as clients mention them to us. One thing that we're working on adding now is a survey module, because a lot of clients realize we have this data, but we have this one field that's only filled in like 50% of the time, and data quality is a huge issue. So with that, they're able to send out just a one question survey to their whatever their data is about, to get that data back and be able to actually build insights with complete data rather than just parts of it.
Yeah, I can see the issue too of So you're not really coming from the outside trying to sell an AI to somebody. It's more like, I think what you described, they've discovered a problem and they need to figure out a way to solve it, and a way to solve it so it doesn't become a problem again. Is that sort of like it?
Yeah, so that sounds about right. The example we used was 20 years ago. We noticed that a lot of the companies that are still around today that are the main competitors for working with big data, we saw that they each had something that they did really good, but they always had that one thing that was holding them back.
Yeah.
So we wanted to start from the very beginning with clean slate and build our own platform to address all those areas where we felt that they could have done better just because we didn't have the knowledge at that point, and build something um, as a whole entity to address those.
So how can people find out more about you? Where are you online, and what can they learn when they find you?
All right, so our website is inzeta.com. We also have the domain inzeta.ai. On our website, you can schedule a demo if you want to do that. We also have the ability to watch a demo. Um, and We have a chatbot that's there 24/7 that'll connect you with either me or another one of our employees to address your questions there and just learn more about us.
Cool. .ai. I like it. Thanks for joining us. Whether you're watching live or watching us later after the show on YouTube, thanks for watching. For Cloud Expo TV, this is Roger Struckhoff.